Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Now that my obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And I can't believe I did not find this video on my own. This was actually linked on my Facebook fan page yesterday. I went ahead and watched it, and it's a video by Jerry Ward basically highlighting what I've been telling all you guys all these years about bodybuilding. I'm joined by Jerry Ward's Cocoa Puff. Hey guys, now that I'm like 43 and I'm only like 200 pounds, I feel embarrassed to be in a tank top. And when I get around other bodybuilders, like there's this demon in my head telling me that I need to go on a big ass cycle and get on insulin again. The hell off of me. Alright guys, let me go ahead and put on my +5 hat of speechcraft and see if we can be a little more intelligent about this. And guys, rather than just single Jerry out, although I am going to single Jerry out a little bit, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I tell you that bodybuilding is not a masculine mindset, it is a feminine mindset, and it will turn you into a woman psychologically. And people say, oh, you can't say that, it's not feminine. It is, guys. This obsession with how your body looks, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting to look better. Right? I'm not saying that. People misinterpret that. But this obsession that the weird bodybuilding cult has, that ends up being a big drug cult and a degenerate lifestyle and everything else, this is what happens. Right? You have guys like Jerry here. I mean, we're technically rivals. Similar sized YouTube channels, right? Similar size outreach. We compete with each other here. Same age category. What's the difference? He's busted up, beat up, can't train, has all these insecurity issues, and you have guys like me, I'm in my 40s, lifting heavy ass weights, still looking to compete in powerlifting, looking to get stronger, do my best. I know that I don't have the best physique in the world, and I don't care. Doesn't matter. I got loose skin from when I gained 100 pounds when I was fat, laying in bed sick. I spent a year in bed sick. I take my shirt off. I train shirtless. I've been known to be at the pool. I've been on boat parties shirtless, and you know what? Doesn't matter. Women will still hit on you if you're just confident and you're fun to be around. Hell, you don't even have to be that socially outgoing. You just need to be confident. That's it. They don't care. They don't care. And by all standards, for a 40-something-year-old dude, I'm actually doing really good. You'd be surprised how many of the MILFs will hit on a guy who looks like me. You'd be surprised, guys. Doesn't matter. And then you got guys like Jerry, insecure to put a tank top on. I mean, to actually be so worried about your bodies, here's what I'm going to say to you guys. A lot of you guys out there, you're already in this mindset of having this body image disorder, because this is body dysmorphia. Let's quit calling it bigorexia, all right? Let's quit using the slang term. Let's call it what it is. It's a body image disorder that leads to eating disorders, that leads to drug abuse, all right? And you got guys like Jerry who got so caught up in that lifestyle that he never learned how to train, and now that he's not on all the gear, he doesn't know how to train. That's why he's smaller, he's shrinking, he has no legs anymore, he's small, he's hurt, he's beat up. And then you have other guys like me, we come off of TRT, everything else, and we're still holding our size, we're still able to make gains, because you have to learn how to train. Being focused on performance, being focused on injury prevention, being focused on the things that really are manly, that really are masculine, being strong, being athletic. Here's the difference. I'm not walking around beat up, banged up. All right, this matters. A lot of you younger guys, this is what's going to happen to you. You get caught up in this whole physique obsession instead of saying, hey, I want to be strong, I want to be fit, I want to perform my best. And then if I happen to look good, that's great. Hey, if you feel like you need to do a few curls to get some bigger biceps, you need to trim down to a low-carb diet for a little while to lose the love handles, by all means, carry on, that's fine. If wanting to look a little bit better is not a problem, but when you get obsessed with it to this point and you start to think like a woman, because that's what the bodybuilding mindset is, it's a feminine mindset. Thinking about how you look is more important than what you can do and how you perform, that's a feminine mindset. That's not how men think. And you get into that mindset, and then look what happens. All these years of hard work, all this years of drug abuse, and the guy is scared to take his shirt off. He doesn't want to be seen in a tank top in public. He's embarrassed by it. Right? That's ridiculous. That's the mentality that you develop if you hang out in these circles and you get obsessed with your aesthetics. obsessed with your look, it's not going to make you confident. The best thing you can do for your confidence is just get in and train, become strong, become athletic, and forget all of that and say, hey, if I happen to look better, that's good. I can put a little work into it, but don't focus on it. Right? If you focus on it, that's where you're going to be. You're going to be like Jerry one day. You're still going to be insecure about it after decades of training, decades of gear abuse. You're still going to be insecure. It's not going to make you more secure to obsess about it. If you're insecure now and you're training because you feel insecure with the way you look, and you start focusing on that instead of how you feel and how you perform, that's going to be you in 15 years and 20 years. You're going to be more insecure then than you are now. All right, it destroys your mindset. And that's the worst part. You got guys like Jerry, again, he's going through his whole addiction thing, his whole drug addict thing, and then it carried over into his training world because he's still obsessed with putting needles in his body. And then what happens? What's the first thing that they tell you in any form of sobriety? What's the first thing they tell you? Addicts need to avoid other addicts. If you're an alcoholic, you need to quit hanging out with people who are alcoholics. If you're a heroin addict, you need to quit hanging out with other addicts. What does Jerry do? He knows that bodybuilding has ruined his life in certain ways. He knows it's a terrible lifestyle. He knows it got him addicted to everything from street drugs to large amounts of anabolics, using doses that I would have never used, by the way. People always say, Jason, you used to abuse anabolics, not like the doses that Jerry's admitted to. I've never used anywhere near what he did, even when I did use stuff. Okay, and that's been a long time. It's been quite a few years at this point. And I never approached the doses that he used. I would have been a monster because I actually train hard and I know how to train. And then the difference is, he gets into that and knows that it's messed with him. So what do? He goes and hangs out with bodybuilders. Well, what do you think is going to happen? You hang out with a bunch of people who are abusing insane amounts of drugs, and then you start being tempted to use insane amounts of drugs again. Well, isn't that kind of obvious? Again, why are you hanging out with these people, Jerry? Jerry, you've gone through these 12-step programs. You've been through all this rehab for your other stuff. When you know that you have a steroid and a PED addiction also, why are you hanging out with abusers? Why are you glorifying their lifestyle instead of admitting that bodybuilding is a degenerate, crappy lifestyle that we need to be denouncing in the fitness world, not holding up and endorsing? It's terrible. Bodybuilding is terrible. Let's call it what it is. It's a degenerate lifestyle full of drug addicts and prostitutes. And anyone who glorifies it, quite frankly, in my opinion, is a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, just like all these bodybuilders are. And that's how I see a pro bodybuilder. Everyone's like, I look at it and I see a piece of shit. That's what I see. I see someone who glorifies insane amounts of drug abuse and destroying their body. That's all I see. And you're going to hang around these people, and then you wonder why oh man, I need to gain 40 pounds of muscle, or I need to do this, I need to do that. Well, it's because you're hanging around these people, Jerry. Quit hanging out with people like that. Don't go to expos with these people. And I say that to any of you out there who you have this body image disorder already starting to develop. Quit hanging out in the circles of people who contribute to it. Go hang out in athletic circles. Hang out in circles of people who care about actually training and performance and strength and athleticism and fitness and health. Hang out in those circles. There are plenty of communities of that out there. You don't have to go hang around the whole goofy bodybuilding world and hang out on bodybuilding forums where the only way you look good is if you abuse Trenbolone. That it's impossible on weaker steroids to even look good. Because that's their mentality. Everyone who looks good is abusing certain drugs, right? You can't do that with just training and diet, the look that they want you to have. So we come over to the point, if you hang out in those circles, you're not doing yourself any favors if you already feel insecure about your body, right? Instead, maybe hang out in circles of people who it's not that big of a deal, right? Focus on your fitness, focus on your strength, focus on your performance, the stuff that will improve your confidence. Because you know what will make you feel confident? Get your deadlift up to, 450, right? Get your squat up past 300 pounds for reps. Get your overhead press up to 185, 200 pounds. Put some real work into some worthwhile endeavor. As far as your performance goes, that will improve your fitness, will probably make you look better. It'll make you look bigger, more muscular. It's going to make you fitter, going to make you stronger. It's going to improve your capabilities. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Focus on those things. Get away from this silly, goofy bodybuilding and aesthetics mindset, because it's nothing but a cancer. And look at what it's done to Jerry. He's sitting right there on camera talking about the problems that he's struggling with as a result of it. That's what a lifetime of bodybuilding does for you. All right? That whole community, that whole world is cancer, and it's a degenerate lifestyle. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.